10 years ago, the internet ran on Impact Font and Bad Luck Brian. Today, your feed is a live combat zone. Exactly when and how did memes stop being internet jokes and transform into political ammunition? The shift traces back to a single word. Originally, stay woke was an earnest phrase used within African American communities to signal awareness of social injustice and systemic bias. But as that phrase entered mainstream vocabulary, it collided with established internet subcultures. What started as a call for empathy was met with a highly organized digital backlash. Those subcultures didn't write op-eds or hold press conferences. They took the familiar, digestible structure of the internet joke and turned it inside out. The internet did not just start discussing politics, it weaponized the structure of a joke to fight an ideological culture war. This first phase of the arms race saw right-wing subcultures actively mobilize. Their target was anything they viewed as forced diversity or identity politics. To mount this offensive, they perfected text-visual incongruity, pairing a completely harmless image with highly offensive text. This creates plausible deniability. If called out on the bigotry, the creator deflects the criticism as just a joke, shielding themselves from real accountability. This meme is a prime example of their first major target, gender discourse. By drawing a stark visual contrast between a pink-haired crying caricature and an idealized traditional family, the format mocks trans identities and positions non-traditional structures as ridiculous. This starter pack is another common target. It calls out corporate diversity initiatives by grouping together rainbow-colored products and logos, pushing back against brands that adopt pride marketing. This chart takes the strategy a step further. By equating the pride flag with a low melting point over differing opinions, it mocks progressive outrage and frames pushback against conservative views as hypersensitive. Look at this comparison between the detailed original Cracker Barrel logo and its simplified update. On the pop culture front, even a modern corporate branding choice is framed as a deliberate attack on tradition and heritage. These memes are not trying to win a policy debate on the merits. They are designed to delegitimize the left by branding progressives as overly sensitive and ridiculous. Eventually, left-leaning internet users reached a breaking point. They realized that earnestly trying to explain social issues and maintaining polite discourse was causing them to lose the digital war. The response was dark woke. The left fully adopted the harsh, unapologetically offensive communication style of the populist right-wing trolls they've been fighting. Prominent progressive politicians leaned into this combative attitude. Instead of writing long moral rebuttals to conservative mockery, the response became a blunt, dismissive cry more. This is a sharp departure from the older democratic approach to politics. The old guard prioritized maintaining decorum and institutional respect, a playbook the modern internet left explicitly rejected. This post illustrates exactly how dark woke operates in practice. By pairing an image of a woman who fell down the stairs with a caption weaponizing that misfortune against a conservative voter, it uses cruelty as a form of dark humor. This kind of retaliatory trolling actively removes the expectation of empathy or tolerance from the online left. It fights fire with fire. This shift completes the cycle of politicization. We now have both political extremes firing the exact same mimetic weaponry at each other, using the exact same playbook. By mirroring the opposition's speed and impact, the goal is no longer to hold a different standard of discourse, but to ensure they are not out-messaged in a landscape that rewards the loudest, harshest voice. For the users caught in these cycles, the purpose of a meme has changed. Persuasion and shared humor have been replaced by the mechanics of the culture war. The architecture of modern meme culture is now built to enforce a strict us versus them binary. You are either entirely in on the joke, or you are the target of it. Constant daily exposure to this weaponized irony normalizes extreme exclusionary language for the average internet user. The abrasive tone simply becomes the default way we speak to each other online. Online violence, dehumanization, and political radicalization are no longer fringe concepts. They are served up to us continuously, consumed passively as scrolling entertainment. Humor has become the collateral damage in a digital landscape, where the meme has evolved into the primary weapon for social and political sorting.